A really beautiful moment and core memory happened for me yesterday. There's about 2,000 entrepreneurs from all around the world here at the Global Leadership Conference for EO in Hawaii. I'm standing in the back of the main conference hall during the morning session. I'm about to step out and get a fresh cup of coffee when all of a sudden from the main stage I hear, "And now, Brad Montague!" I had become friends with Brad 28 years ago at a summer camp where he was one of my camp counselors. I love summer camp, and so did Brad, because summer camp was the one space where when you showed up on Sunday, didn't matter who you were back home. Didn't matter whether or not you were bullied in school, or you were the jock, or the nerd, or the weird kid, or whatever. None of that mattered. And Brad knew that. And Brad's superpower was making sure that he created a space where everybody felt like they could belong. So I became good friends with Brad and his best friend Nathan and a lot of the other camp counselors at that magical place called Mid-South Youth Camp. At this point, we only get to see each other every couple of years, which is sad because he means so much to me. And when I'm feeling low, or he's feeling low, or on our birthdays or major accomplishments, one of us will normally reach out to the other with a text or a phone call just to tell the other just how proud of them that we are. And some of Brad's texts to me are some of the most cherished texts that I keep in my phone. So seeing Brad on stage just took me back. It took me back to the beginning of my journey of trying to find the spaces where I belong. And for me, that's what EO is. And so it was this weird, beautiful moment where now, even at 40, I jump back to feeling just like I did when I was 12 sometimes. And fortunately, I had someone like Brad in my life. And it was just this unbelievable, wild, moving moment for me to look up and see him on stage, to watch this amazing speech where everyone around me was crying and reflecting and taking photos and all this stuff. And my brain broke. My brain broke so much that at the very end, in pure Brad fashion, he didn't ask for questions. He just asked everybody, he said, "Hey, what does belonging mean to you?" And Samira, who's sitting next to me, who I'd said like, "Hey, that was my summer camp counselor." She was like, "You have to go tell him." And I was like, "Samira, I'm all the way over here." She goes, "Get up now and go over there." Long story short, I'm over there. I get the microphone as the last person. And they told me, they said, "You have 30 seconds to talk to Brad and tell him what belonging means to you."
Brad Chad is a 12-year-old kid that gets bullied when he's in school, and he shows up, and a camp counselor from Memphis, Tennessee, decides to make him feel loved and appreciated. And then you fast forward 20 years, and you see a dear friend that helped him feel belonged when he was so weird. Stand up in front of a stage of 2,000 effing entrepreneurs around the world.
I wish I didn't wait for excuses like that to tell people how grateful I am for them, especially those that helped me find a sense of belonging. So this is your excuse. Whether it was 28 years ago or yesterday, man, I'd love it if you just reached out to someone who helped you feel like you belonged and tell them thanks.